Hello, me again. You can hear some music going on in the background or a radio. It's one of the cars. So another little thing that often happens at weddings is that I try and keep you on time. Reason I keep you on time, well, multiple reasons actually. Number one, registrars and or church. That's important. If you start to slip, that starts to affect the rest of the day. If you are late for the registrars, late for the church, it means you're late back to the venue, which means you're late back into doing photographs. If you have a lot of people who are potentially infirm, that can start to slow things down, or you want to do photos at a particular location, that can start to slow things down, and we start to lose all of that time. Now, it's incumbent upon me as the wedding photographer to make sure that you as a couple are back ready to sit down for your wedding breakfast. The chef is not going to think highly of me and then potentially you if I take too long doing photographs and you're late and their dinner is ruined because of that lateness. So I'm always really conscious I need to get you back there. So that's always playing on my mind, that kind of lateness. As the day goes on, that can exasperate itself. So the more times that you faff about, late, don't want to do things, or actually no, that's the wrong phrase of doing it. It's not don't want to do things, but your guests start to interfere in somehow. I'll just have a quick selfie. It means things get moved along all the time. So you want a great sunset, you wait 5 minutes and that sunset's gone basically. And that 5 minutes, yes, you've had nice selfie photos with a guest, but you've missed out on the opportunity of absolutely amazing sunset photographs with a professional photographer. That then in turn start to delay everything else. So your first dance might be late, which means that your cake cutting will be late, which means that your buffet will be late, etc, etc, etc. Now, I'm one of those photographers who don't really stick to rigid time frames. If you have a photographer who has got a fixed time limit, as in, 6, 8, 10, whatever many hours, you are going to miss out if you are late because of that. Please listen to your photographer. They will have a lot more experience. When they say we need to do things, it's not because of them, it's because they're conscious of the whole day and everything that's going on. It's that time frame that's important. If you want a sunset photograph, pretty much you've got to go out whenever the photographer asks you to, because the sunset will click and it's gone, or the lighting's gone. And that starts to, as I said, impact everything else. So major delays or minor delays start to add up all the way through the wedding. That's why we do what we do, and potentially that's why we nag. That's why we, and I'm going to be really blunt here, that's maybe why we miss photographs that you wanted, because we've run out of time, because we've run out of light, because we've run out of locations. I've had couples who have, certainly brides, who've had multiple wedding dresses. That delays things a lot more. You need to take one dress off, put one dress on. Now, taking a dress off is 10-15 minutes. Putting another dress on can be 10 or 15 minutes. And if you're a bride, you may know that some dresses take longer to get into than out of others. That all starts to impact on the time we have for photography. And me as the photographer, I'm the one that's sort of like, what am I supposed to do? There's only so many candidates I can take of the guests, if they are actually around. I'm in a fabulous location and we have guests that are scattered all the way over the hotel. So again, it all delays everything. So just be conscious of what kind of delays you put into the wedding that you don't necessarily think about at the start, but may have an impact on the rest of the day.